And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Men Who Stare at Sportsball. I am your one and only gaming monk, better known as Mildra, and with me I have two of my good brothers here in the temple. We have the only man who laughs harder at the Leafs than me, good brother Matty.
Yeah. Hello.
And the man losing arguments with himself, good brother Hydra.
Ole, ole, ole. Ole, you suck.
Oh, we will get to that.
Oh boy.
So, the NHL 25-26 season has come and gone. There were a lot of surprises, and thus it means we're going to have to eat some shit, as is our tradition of looking back at our predictions at the start of the season and seeing how bad we fumbled it. And in some rare cases,
And-
how we didn't fumble it.
Add to the fact that the NHL draft did indeed happen, so we got to talk about the future as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are we allowed to put salt on the shit at the very least?
Optional.
I mean,
right.
let's put it this way. Yes, we have to eat shit, but the way I look at it, oh, look at all this crow I got to eat. A little bit high on the humiliation, but still damn good. Crow.
But
All right, that's fair.
before we do that, I decided, as a bit of an audible, that I want to do a first for the monastery. The first ever photo flip. Those of you who've seen the Player Haters Ball in Chappelle's show know about the photo flip. Because I want to get everybody's reactions to the ugliest uniforms in the NHL history that I can find. And I got a few articles on the matter. I was planning on having a big slideshow, but that didn't work. So, and hey, I'd imagine this will be easier to stomach than whatever the hell that pregame meal that Erik Karlsson does. Seriously, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, let's be fair, you'd be hard-pressed in doing even worse than that.
I'm sure if I ask around enough locker rooms, I'll find something that's worse, and I'm choosing not to for the sake of my sanity.
Good call.
And yes, I did try and eat what Karlsson eats for his pregame. Unlike when SPDN did it about a year or so ago, I was able to finish it, but I felt like absolute ass for the rest of the day.
Yeah, you were not eating the rest of the day.
And for those of you who don't know what his pregame is, look it up. To Karlsson's credit, even he admits that it's probably not the best idea, but it's something he's done for decades. I liken it to
The man with the iron stomach.
I liken it to the the expression "there are no atheists in foxholes," and they're even less at a sports bar, because we all know about certain curses throughout sports. So you are going to find superstitions among sports fans. Some of them stranger than others.
Hey, we live in a world where Danhausen allowed the New York Knicks to win a championship.
Ironically.
Yep. But first, I want to do the photo flip, and the first one I'm going to go with is from Total Pro Sports, who covered the 15 ugliest uniforms of all time. And now, if you want to follow more directly, I'm going to put the link in the sidebar for each article as we go through it. The honorable mention we have is the 2001 All-Star Game jersey, and
I remember those.
Oh God. The flashbacks.
No.
Yeah.
The NHL looked at the Montreal Canadiens jersey and went, "Can we copy your homework?" You know the rest.
I mean, it's one thing if it was just for AT, but the All-Stars? Ow.
If for a team you could get away with it, like the thing that bothers me is the logo off center.
Not only did they try copying rugby uniforms, they got it wrong.
And it takes a special brand of fuck up to even screw that up.
Batman.
But then, so we have the 2003 to 06 alt jersey for the Calgary Flames.
Okay, it belongs as an honorable mention because it has grown on some people.
Mhm.
And the Horsehead Calgary Stampede, it's the low-hanging fruit of jokes.
Yeah,
That being said, you could have picked a better color scheme, fuckheads.
Yeah.
oh,
I mean, it's Calgary. Of course, they need to reference the horses at some point.
mhm.
Yeah.
Then we have we couldn't not cover this one. The 78
Yeah.
through 86 uniform for the Canucks. The giant fucking V.
Oh god, the memories. I was alive during the final years of that jersey.
I was the minute when I was born, they burned them.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, this has gone in
Yeah, I
history
don't- I
as
don't
one
like
of the ugliest jerseys in hockey history. And a lot of people have made ugly sweater jokes or Cosby Show sweater jokes at the thing, and yeah, they made if Vancouver made this as a seasonal ugly sweater, they could probably make bank with it.
I mean, it banks on nostalgia. It's the OG jersey, and you could sell it. You could absolutely sell it as a retro jersey.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean just make an ugly sweater with the giant V design.
Yeah, it works ironically there.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably ask your grandma to probably knit one, and it'll probably still turn out better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we have the current logo for the Anaheim Ducks.
And that's why they're fucking cursed.
I mean, it doesn't even look like a duck.
Oh, the article says it looks like a mixture of Batman's emblem and the letter D, which, yeah, I can see it now. I can't unsee it. Thanks.
And of course, they're sure for certain.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those cases of just stick with the duck mask. You know, that is iconic through both the Mighty Ducks movies and just the early years of the Ducks in general.
Seriously.
I remember Disney even made a cartoon.
Yeah. It was a weird-ass cartoon, but it was a cartoon nonetheless.
It was a fun one for what it was.
Yeah. Then they bring up the logo for the California Golden Seals from 67 to 76.
That was a fucking hockey team?
Apparently.
Remember, they were the rebrand of the Oakland Seals before they fucked off to Cleveland.
Oh, from the WHA?
Yep.
Imagine a team so shitty and a logo so shitty the NHL thinks, nah, hard pass.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we even looking at anyway?
Because it's a pro hockey jersey.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be a seal, but if you didn't tell me that, I wouldn't have known.
This looks like something a 6-year-old can draw during class.
It looks like a fishing lure.
Yeah. This looks like
though, it's good enough to catch a shitload of fish with it, though.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, after the mid-70s, the Golden Seals would rebrand as the Cleveland Barons and move to the worst spot they could have moved in Cleveland because they were on the outskirts of Cleveland.
Oh my god, we found a team worse than the Cleveland goddamn Browns.
Eventually, it's only a matter of time before someone says, "Hold my beer."
Mm-hmm. But then we have at the time, Phoenix Coyotes and their alt jersey, which I don't know about this one. Yeah, the Coyote design is not great,
but it's more of an honorable mention. Plus, Arizona, it's shaped like an A, and it's a coyote.
Mm-hmm. And
Well,
I know they say hockey in Arizona might have been a mistake. Hockey in Arizona was just cursed. Just with ridiculous bad luck.
Yeah,
mhm.
just like that. That's Bettman trying to push something and picking the first motherfucker to do it, and the motherfucker was a dumb motherfucker.
Mhm. But
Just hockey
course-
inept.
yeah. Now, I will not be doing a similar defense for the alt jersey for the LA Kings from 95 to
Oh
96.
my god. Yo, what the shit is that?
You just answered your own question. Shit.
Oh no, okay, that, but man, Thor, you
This has
must
been-
have had a rough ass night.
Yeah. This has been called the Burger King jersey. I can see why.
Mm.
The Kings did not have them to have it their way.
Hmm.
And
Usually,
this is
I'm-
95. This is a couple years after Gretzky failed it in 93.
Mhm.
Was the failure that bad, LA? Was it that bad?
I mean, like, let's be frank, again, spanked by the Hamster during '93.
Are you guys aware of the fact that because they thought Taylor Swift had cursed their team, they took down the banners from their Stanley Cup win?
Honestly, considering we're talking about Taylor Swift, I wouldn't doubt it.
It wouldn't surprise me either, if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, this thing only lasted one season, probably because everybody was making fun of them. Although,
I mean,
Shift-
beyond what the shit they are anyway.
although I will note one other thing about the Golden Seals, when they made their big splash, the big thing everybody was making fun of them for, to the point where it got a spread in magazines, was the fact that they were on white skates.
All right.
I mean, meh.
Mhm. But then we have... What the... God, I forgot about this! The logo that the Blue Jackets had from 2000 to 04.
Oh.
I forgot about this as well. Oh, my poor naive young brain thought this was cute.
Yeah, I'm not finding this so cute at all. This looks like, all right, I'm making this guy my snack.
Yeah. This looks like it's trying to do the Yellow Jackets thing that Georgia Tech does,
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
while also being a Civil War uniform. I get the intent. You know, Blue Jackets was the name of soldiers in Ohio during the Civil War, but you can't do both. But then the alternate jersey design for the Dallas Stars from 03 to 06. See, this one I'm perfectly fine with slagging, because why are you going with the bullhorn thing? Because Texas, you only have one star for these stars. What the hell?
Yeah, one star and the look of a constellation.
It's
Yeah,
been
it's a
called
constellation.
Mooterus because it looks like a uterus.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
It does. It does, folks.
Mm. Look, just the only people who should have Longhorn designs down there are, well, the Texas Longhorns, who have to deal with being the Texas Longhorns. Look, you have to resign yourself if you're a fan of sports in Texas that everyone hates you. But oh yes, the fish sticks, the New York Islanders from 95 to 97.
There.
The Gordon Fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
The fact that they got the "We want fish sticks" chant every time they came out.
I maintain there's a couple of fish stick companies that missed out on a major marketing opportunity.
Mm-hmm. You know, it would be an excellent troll job if I were to sit in the front row of an AEW show wearing one of these jerseys. Especially if MJF is
Do
there.
you even have one of those jerseys, though?
If I do enough digging, I can get one.
Fair.
Yeah, how much would that cost though?
Knowing the internet, between $100 and $200.
Yeah.
Depending on rarity and how well worn it is,
Hey, it's still better than
I mean,
Fanatics
especially
jersey.
with the Fanatics bullshit, a lot easier than you think.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people are going to bootlegs because Fanatics quality has been so ass. It is so ass that even the players won't defend it.
It's so ass that the bootleggers are actually better.
Mm-hmm. But then, this is. I apologize, Hydra. Except no, I don't. The throwback jersey in 2009.
Oh, God, please! I don't to blame you for wanting to mock this way because even I am going, what the fuck, man?
This was the centennial year too that they were celebrating, and it's no one should be able to defend this.
No.
In fact,
And the
you
worst
shouldn't
part
defend
about it is that some of the previous times I went to the Bell Center to watch a game, I saw people wear that jersey.
People like this jersey unironically.
I don't.
We don't know why, but
These sort of stripes jerseys, they don't work. They don't really work all that well. There's too much visual noise. It's the reason you don't see a whole lot of striped jerseys just in general in sports. You might see one or two stripes.
Very few teams pull it off.
I remember almost being blinded during one of those retro games that the Steelers had where they had the yellow and black stripes. And they're like, you guys look like you came out of prison.
They probably did.
Well, the running back might have. But I think it's telling that the Canadians only used this for 1 year. But I am not going to let them forget that this passed through multiple hands and they all approved it.
Again, centennial year, they were throwing all kinds of throwback jerseys up there for the centennial.
Yeah, but then we have
honestly, before we move on, I don't mind the backup because let's be frank, it is a pretty shitty shirt.
Yeah,
it is.
Then we have,
but it's part of our history.
We have the Shield jersey from 76 to 78 for the New York Rangers.
Honestly,
it's pretty generic.
It is,
but sometimes that works.
That's what
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to say the same thing about the alt jersey the Nashville Preds had it from 2001 to 07.
Oh my God!
The current one is
about that.
The current one is definitely better.
Mm-hmm. And it's mainly just what the hell is up with doing that kind of saber-tooth design. But
a Power Ranger saber-tooth tiger, it ain't.
Honestly, to that, is that the real saber-tooth, or is that just a doggo with a very long teeth?
The world.
It's a very good question. It's a very good question. The answer is yes.
Yep. But next we have the alt jersey from 2013 to 2014 for the Buffalo Sabres.
The OG logo was always shit, but it's grown on a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
The color of this jersey, not so fucking much.
Yeah. And we have the third jersey from 01 to 07 for the Edmonton Oilers. What the fuck?
Dipshit's afoot.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention not having any of the team colors was gonna go down like a wet fart.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Wild Wing jersey from 95 to 96 for the Anaheim Ducks.
I'll take that over the previous one that we just saw.
Yeah, I'm okay with that one actually.
This one's a little busy, but it's not bad, especially for mid-90s jerseys. You can do a hell of a lot worse.
And I believe this is around the time of that Mighty Ducks cartoon, so branding.
Yep. So then there was a separate article that went into the worst uniform for all 32 teams.
We've seen a few of those already.
Yep, we've seen the Wild Wing. The 98 to 03 jersey for the Coyotes. When it's just the head, it doesn't look great.
No.
See that the head is, I argue, is uglier than the OG alt.
Then the original jersey for the Bruins from 24 to 25. I feel like this is kind of cheating.
It is like,
yeah.
It was the style. It's literally cut to Grandpa Simpson. It was the style at the time.
Yeah.
The fact that this is 100-year-old is it's something.
Like, and this goes back to the OG Habs jersey. We were the alt Habs jersey from 09. They were emulating what the jersey was at the time. This is kind of the same thing.
Then we have, oh yes, the Buffa Slug.
Okay, there it is.
They definitely deserve it to have that mention on the worst jersey list because, like, what am I looking at, really?
This has also been called the Barney Rubble hairdo.
Yeah, that's fair.
And yeah, you can't unsee it looking like a slug. So that's not even, sadly, that's not even the worst treatment that Sabres uniforms would get. Everybody knows about the knockoffs that embarrassingly misspelled alumni's names wrong. But let's see. The old Blasty, we already mentioned that one. The 2018 alternate jersey for the Hurricanes.
It's fine. It's not the worst thing we've seen.
And
I offer no riff.
Yeah, you look at it from enough of a distance, and it looks like somebody's drying their underwear.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty buzzy to show what color their undies are.
Yeah. But then we have the 2019 Winter Classic jersey, which
I'm sorry.
That's not offensive.
It's pretty basic, but we've seen worse.
And he said, "Is this just me, or does the minor leagues have better jerseys than the majors?" Sometimes.
Some of them, like some that don't look at the Ottawa 67s. They got a barber pole thing, and it's just don't.
Then we have the Stadium Series jersey from 2016 for the Avalanche.
They've used that logo before. You know what? It's the size of the fucking C, and you look at and the side numbers with a shitty color.
Yeah, that's like,
it's one of those worse than the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
Then the original one for the Blue Jackets. That's somehow I won't say it's worse than the bug one we saw, but it's certainly close.
Oh, who's the player? Like I look on that man's face. Good Lord,
like,
do I have to wear this shitty jersey?
And the fact that they had to wear that for an entire season, that's the kind of thing that just drains the soul out of your eyes.
Yeah.
That's
in all
rough,
fairness,
buddy.
First year expansion team, you're expected to get your ass kicked, including in jersey designs, I guess. But then the 97 alternate jersey. No, this does not belong on that list. It's all that it is just
No,
is
it's
just
the original jersey.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a classic for a reason.
Honestly, those neon jerseys from a few years ago, I'd put as a
Oh,
much
the
more
neon
likely.
green ones belong on this list more than this jersey.
Yeah.
And for the Red Wings, they put the Detroit Falcons jersey, which I don't get.
Who is what's the website of note here?
Total Pro Sports.
You're fucking up, Total Pro Sports.
Then again, the Red Wings haven't done that many jersey changes over the years, so there's not a whole lot to pick from if you're looking for the worst jersey from each team. Then the teardrop jersey from Edmonton, we already talked about that. Then oh god, that's ugly. The colors those colors do not match.
Here we go.
Oh,
This
God.
is some Blue Land shit with the reverse retro jersey for the Florida Panthers in 2022.
Oh, dear Lord. That is just cruel and
ladies and gentlemen, at forward, Gordon Bombay. It's literally, it looks like we're in this before fucking up his knee and coaching a pee-wee hockey team.
Apparently, the reverse retro thing was the thing Adidas was trying to do to sell more uniforms. It worked one year. They tried to do it the next year. Didn't work the second time. But, the Burger King jersey, we've already talked about that. The 2007 to 2017 home jersey for the Wild. I mean, it's not great, and there's too much red, but I don't think it's that bad.
Again, it's more generic than anything else. It's not offensive.
Yeah, and bigger issues. There's just not a whole lot of meat There's not a whole lot of meat on the bones since the Wild haven't gone through radical uniform changes. Let's see, the retro jersey for the Canadiens, we talked about that. The alternate jersey for the Predators, we talked about that. For the Devils, they picked the 82 to 92 home jersey.
That's not again, classic jersey. Why would you fuck with it?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see, for the Islanders, they picked the 95 to 97 jersey, which the worst honor goes to the fish sticks. It will always go to the fish sticks.
Although the teal does not help matters.
No. For the Rangers, they picked the 2014 Stadium Series, which I think the only problem they have with this kind of one is the fact that it's white and not blue.
Yeah.
Like when I think of New York Rangers jerseys, I will always think blue uniform, red letters.
There's hardly any red there on the shirt.
But and there's the 2011 to 17 alternate jersey for the Senators. The big O.
The big O with the stripes and I'm gonna look for Ottawa 67's jersey because it's got some yeah.
Hey, at least I'll take that one over the stripes from the Habs one.
Yeah.
I will simply blame Melnick for this.
As well, you should. I mean, we do. And do I get to copy the image? Yes, I do. I'm going to put this in the... Do we do the side chat? Or do we put this in Sportsball?
Put it in the side chat.
Side chat? Okay, there you go. Okay, I see it. There we go. Here's the Ottawa 67's away jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear Lord! Like, what the fuck, man?
It's their current jersey.
Oh,
Yeah, so Mario, you know how you said the minor leagues can have better jerseys? They can also have worse.
It's a good team to go watch. They really fucked up on the jersey game.
But then they have the alt jersey for the 2002 to 2007 for the Flyers. Aside from fucking up the amount of black and white on the logo, it's not that bad.
yeah.
Then the 97 to 2000 road jersey for the Penguins, which feels like them trying to copy the homework of the Rangers.
And somehow we make it even worse.
By the way, I shared the home jersey for the Refer My Hometown Rwanda Huskies.
See, that one's actually good.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And that's the new logo. There's a classic logo that is very much of its days.
Yeah, but then they have the 95 to 98 road jersey for the Blues. I mean, the Blues are one of those teams that haven't done too much change in terms of their design. There was that one design that didn't see the light of day that was so bad it got shit canned, but that's another story.
Yeah.
At least they had enough sense to say, yeah, we're not going to make a jersey out of this.
And the reverse retro jersey in 2022 for the San Jose Sharks. I get the reference. It's trying to channel the Oakland Seals. It just, the problem is that the Oakland Seals
it didn't
uniform
work out the
great.
way they thought it would, obviously.
Then they go with the. I know that they had to go with one for the Kraken, but I feel like it's unfair to put them in this list because they only just started a few years ago. They haven't had time to make a shit logo.
Yeah. It's still too soon. At least I'll wait until they got like about a decade or so before you start comparing.
And for the love of God, do the same thing with the Utah Mammoth, please.
Yeah. Now, they also put in the 96 to 99 alt jersey for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
The same rule is in effect for the Lightning. We didn't know at the time.
Let's see, for the Leafs, they go with the jersey from 1927, which, much like what I said with the Bruins, I think that's cheating.
I mean, like, let's be frank. It's about to enter a century old that, like, you can't really blame them for not having the same tech as we do nowadays.
I'm willing to bet one of those jerseys would hold up better today than a Fanatics jersey.
Yeah.
Fair.
And we have the giant V for the Canucks. We already talked about that. Then the reverse.
It was shit. Moving on.
Then the reverse retro for the Golden Knights. Honestly, it's not that bad, but it's again a case of the Golden Knights have only been around for what, 6 years at this point.
I'll say this: their home jerseys are fucking gaudy as fuck. I prefer the reverse retro jerseys they have. They seem more classy that way.
And they're definitely more colorful.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then the Caps jersey for the 2015 Winter Classic, and if you listen close, you can hear Doku drinking in the back.
Hello, Doku.
But yeah, it is a retro style jersey, but just because the jersey is retro doesn't mean it's good. And of course we have Winnipeg, you idiot. and the Heritage Classic jersey in 2019.
That's not bad. It's one of their old home jerseys. For God's sake.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I just had to make the Jericho reference.
that it is appreciated, Monk. Trust me.
Yep. But then we have the one from Puck Drop Prince going over what they thought were the 10 ugliest. And looking at the old Huskies logo, now that I see that, I am glad they got rid of that.
Yeah, they started in 95, 96, and that was the logo they went with. This is Rouyn-Noranda, small town hockey, in the greater CHL.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have that much a budget, frankly.
Yeah, it's just it looks like he's got lipstick.
Yeah. And yet we fucking loved them. We had great teams back then, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. But let's see what Puck Drop Prince gives us. So the Coyotes jersey, the Kachina, I suppose it's been called. I didn't know people had that big of an issue with it.
Start there, boys. That was a good jersey.
Mm-hmm. The return of the Buffa Slug.
Good call.
They deserve to get memed on.
Yep.
Let's see, the red and yellow jersey for the Blues from 95 to 07.
I kind of liked them. I don't know why they would put that in there. Also, hello, Shane Corson.
Mm-hmm. Of course, the Mustard Cat jersey for the Preds. Jeez.
Good call.
You guys are never going to live that one down.
Nope.
Nope.
Let's see, the Burger King jersey from 95 for the Kings. We already talked about that.
I mean, that's free now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we got something new. The Pooh Bear from 95 for the Bruins.
There you go. There you go.
I was wondering what that
fucking Bruins.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering what that one would finally show up.
Yeah,
this one was a shit jersey.
This one it's bad enough on its own, but giving it to the Bruins makes it even worse because you're giving it to the team that everybody hates, and the Bruins know it.
Especially here in Montreal, dear Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think a few years ago when it was Leafs Bruins in the playoffs, I had said, okay, don't panic. The Bruins have been beatable this season. Unless this gets to a Game 7 at TD Garden, then panic. 1 week later. I'm like, all right, now panic.
Game 7. Fuck!
Mm-hmm. But, see, then the V, we've already covered that. The third jersey for the Lightning. I think, color-wise, it's fine. I think the only real issue is the logo.
Yeah, it's a little too large, and the side things are a little, distracting, like the lightning bolts on the jersey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see, then the Wild Wing, we've already talked about that. Then the Mooterus, we've already talked about that. And the Screaming Eagle for the Caps from 95 to 07.
Hey, Ovi, you doing okay?
Nah, man. He's got a cup now, at least.
Yeah. He's got a cup, and that cup had to go through 5 years of therapy.
Yeah. 5 years of therapy and booze.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of booze.
But, the Screaming Eagle looked so different from everything before or since that it didn't even feel like the Capitals. It felt like it was a completely different team.
Honestly, I probably would be to see that on a baseball team rather than a hockey team, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and then for the last one, straight out of Bleacher Report, let me get you guys the link here. There we go. So, first we have the All-Star Game 1982. Oh god, that's bad.
Oof. Visual overload, man.
Mhm.
It was acceptable in the. No, it was not. That was not acceptable in the 80s.
No.
That was dog water.
All the if it weren't for all the stars everywhere, I might have tolerated it, but that just kills it.
In
Yep.
82, I was barely out of potty training school.
Mhm. Then we have the one from 60 to 63, also the All-Star game. This looks like a football jersey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, no, that's
Mhm.
Eh.
Although I do like the comment, the soldiers look like pull tabs on a can of tuna. Still can't think of a reason why. Which I unfortunately can see it.
Yeah.
Then we have the All-Star game from 2009.
Fuck. And of course they put fucking Kovalev in the East.
I forgot this one even exists.
This one
Most of us
looks
have.
like a basketball uniform. I look at this and I think this reminds me of those god awful Hornets jackets that I would see fucking everywhere as a kid. But then we have the New York Americans from 1925 to 1930.
Good morning, USA. Da 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 da. Shitty jersey.
Could probably bring this back as an ugly sweater.
You could.
Yeah, you probably could.
You could.
You could even ask a grandma to.
The one from 1940 and 41, that's even worse.
Oh my.
The fuck am I looking at?
I think this is the reason Islanders fans kept chanting 1940 for years and years.
Oh my god. Oh, I can see it now.
And they have the one for that the Avalanche have been using since 95, which this isn't that bad.
There are definitely worse.
I mean,
Yeah.
the logo kind of opened itself up to the poop emoji when they were absolute shit, but these days they're not. Then we have the 37 to 55 home jersey for the Blackhawks.
I'm sorry, is that supposed to be a jersey or just someone using a shirt to go number 2 on?
Honestly, file that in the ugly sweater category.
Mm-hmm. Also file it under the why we don't do stripes anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
But see, the 2003 Blue Jackets one, we already covered that.
Mm-hmm.
The present one, it's not that bad.
The top one is fine, but the bottom one, the middle one, the white and blue, that's just like, the fuck?
It feels a bit like Winnipeg's jersey color wise, but that's the worst I can say about it.
True.
But then we have the Blues jersey from 84 to 87.
It's not the worst.
It's not the worst, but it's probably adjacent to the worst.
Yeah.
Let's see, then the Bruins one from 95 to 06. Why is this here? Well, except for the Pooh Bear.
The blue, the Pooh
The
Bear.
Pooh Bear. The regular jersey is definitely a classic. It's simple and it works, but the Pooh Bear, that's just like kill it with fire.
That's fucking with the formula.
Oh yeah. And then we have the 97 to 07 one for the Canucks.
The alt jersey.
I was like, okay, this doesn't seem too bad. And then I see the third one with that gradient, and I'm like, nope, never mind.
Okay, come on, let's toss it into the furnace.
It was... Stripes and gradients are two color schematics that should be kept away from at all costs. You may remember a few years ago when the Atlanta Falcons decided that they were going to do a color gradient jersey and they got clowned on by everybody. Same principle here. And then again in 2001 and 06. Then the 97 to 07 one for the Capitals, which we already covered that one. And I know that they added the third one for them from 2000 to 2007, but honestly, the third one is probably the more dignified for that one.
Yeah,
I mean, it is DC's. At least they pay homage to the White House.
Let's see. Then they go with the one for the Coyotes from 96 to 03.
the alt jersey, the alternate third definitely is nope.
Yeah. The other one's a little ugly sweater, but so are those jerseys in the 20s. Then the Phoenix Coyotes jerseys from 2003 up until they left Arizona.
And you know what? Right, I'll still would take the Mammoths over this design.
Let's see. Then the Detroit Falcons from 30 to 32. This goes in the ugly sweater category.
Yep.
Oh dear Lord. This is the kind of sweaters you would bring it to a family reunion just to troll with them.
Stop giving me ideas.
Don't be silly, Mildred. You probably would have already thought of that before I even mentioned it.
Then we go with the Calgary Flames, including the Horsehead, which we've already covered. Then the Golden Seals from 70 to 74. If I didn't know any better, I would have assumed this was a somebody trying to be either the Stars or the Sonics. More so the Stars, because I see that color scheme, I immediately think of the North Stars.
Yeah. And you know what? I take that over what they had before.
Now, the one they had in 74 and 76, oh, that one's bad. Like, that is a... Teal can sometimes work, but not here.
Dear Lord, could you imagine just how bloody difficult it would be to track players on ice with colors like that?
Let's see, then we have the Islanders jersey. The waviness
You're not being the fish sticks.
Is not great, but there's worse ones. And there we go. There's the fish sticks.
Yep.
There you go.
But then they have the one for 2002 to 2007 for the Islanders. Okay, that third one. Okay, that's pushing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that third one, the third alt is yikes.
See, then the LA Kings from 67 to 88.
The Los Angeles Laker Kings.
Oh, no. Absolutely not. Since it was they did this through the 60s to the 80s.
Fuck your 70s.
And the reason that they tried to have it look like the Lakers is because at the time they were owned by the same guy.
Yeah.
I don't think that's enough of a reason.
Shouldn't be. They're separate franchises for a reason.
Yep, but then they have the one for the Kings from 95 to 96. The basic one, oh, that's fine. And that's a classic. Then we get the Burger King, and I am glad that that was only 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Then the one for the Lightning, which the second one, I've never seen that one actually get used, and I think that's for the best.
Yeah, you're probably right. Because if we did, we probably would be joining Doku right now in the drinking bar.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But I have this jersey right in the middle. I have never seen that one at an actual game. I guess this, and given that it talks about future home and away, I'm guessing that was a jersey that was considered and then dropped. Let's see. Then we have the Ducks 93 to 06. First two, not bad. You know, then we have the Wild Wing, which we've already talked about. It's not the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's one where I'm like, yeah, no. The one from 2003 to 06.
Yeah, that's like... What were you trying to do with the middle one again?
Mm-hmm. I guess try to get away from the Disney logo, but that logo's iconic. You're not gonna be able to get away from that. And honestly, I'd say this looks like a minor league jersey, but minor leaguers have better jerseys.
Some minor leaguers have better jerseys.
Yes.
I think I've proven that it's not all of them.
Mm-hmm. But then we have the gear drop, which we've already talked about. Then the Florida Panthers one from 2009 to says present, but we know that's not the case. They did change their logo to something that's a little bit better. I know that some people have it. This was meant to be a throwback to the 90s jerseys, but I wasn't a big fan of the 90s jersey either.
Mm-hmm.
And
not to mention, yeah, it's just like I don't see much of the blue, so yeah, it just doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm. Then we have the one for the Penguins, which, that's not bad. Except for that blue one right there. No.
Oh god.
Yeah, the blue retro. Nope.
Mm-hmm. Then we have the one for the Preds, from 01 to 07. The third one is the bad one on this. See, then the Shield one for the Rangers, which we already talked about. Then the good old Buffa-Slug. You will never escape the Buffa-Slug.
Fuck the Buffa-Slug.
Then the Kansas City Scouts from 74 to 76.
Kansas had a team?
I know, right?
And yeah, once again, no stripes. I realize that was all over the place in the 60s and 70s, but that doesn't mean it was good. But then we have the 08 to present one for the Sens. Honestly, the middle one.
They changed the Centurion back to the classic.
Mm-hmm.
So, take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, the Sens one, you could roast if you want. I think most of us in Ottawa are just over them now.
Mm-hmm. Now, this one in the middle is another one that I don't think I've ever seen actually get use.
It's an alternate third.
Mm-hmm. But then we have the one from 2000 to 07. Like the first one, that's fine. The The third, the one with the arrows, the alt third.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little too busy for its own good.
Yeah, that's like the one
Yeah.
complaint we had with it too.
Mm-mm. See, then they have the one for the stars. We already mentioned the Mooterus. The other ones aren't bad.
Mhm.
Oh, and here's an old classic we haven't gotten to. Blue Land, the Atlanta Thrashers.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Oh god. I
Oh.
forgot that Atlanta even had a team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the one from 99 to 03 and then 03 to 07. Honestly, the latter one is probably the worst of them. Because that looks like a superhero logo, not a hockey team. Like, look at that and tell me you don't see Nightwing.
Oh, I see
I
Nightwing.
didn't- Yeah, I definitely see that now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably doesn't help the Nightwing has a pair of batons, but that's probably just me reaching at this point.
Yep. But then we have the ones that they had before they closed up shop, and these ones aren't bad.
I'd say the navy blue, the baby blue.
Mm-mm.
Where are you? The Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs?
Well, they did call themselves Blue Land, so I'll give them credit for owning it.
Fair.
Then these were the last ones that they had, which, that whole busy thing with the arrows, that I mentioned with the Sens, it applies just as much here.
Clearly.
Then the Hamilton Tigers from 1920 to 21.
I'm sorry, is that supposed to be a team's jersey or a referee's jersey?
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know either.
But then we have something worse with the 29 to 30 jersey for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Not the baseball team, the hockey team.
Mm-hmm.
I am so glad they went from Pirates to Penguins.
Mm-hmm. And I do like the comment here. Fans of the baseball team by the same name, don't fret. Remember that your team has one World Series title for every year this team was in your city. Ouch. See. Then the Flying V, we've already talked about that, and that's all of them. But yeah, those were some bad ones. So next time somebody talks about how bad a modern uniform is, just remind them that it can always be worse. It can always be much worse.
Mm-hmm.
We have a little website full of data to prove them.
Mm-hmm. But for now we are going to delve into the predictions that we had at the start of the year and how badly we flubbed it. So let's start with the Eastern Conference and the Atlantic Division.
All right.
And let's start with, we may as well get it out of our system. Let's start with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Again, oh Leafs, you suck.
Oh, I'm shocked that Matthews is still a Maple Leaf right now, as of recording. Shocked, I tells you.
Usually they end up collapsing in the playoffs. This year, I guess they decided, you know what? Let's not collapse in the playoffs. We can collapse in the regular season. And
to be fair, injuries. All of the injuries.
Injuries was certainly one thing. I think another thing was the fact that they this feels like the culmination of all of the bad decisions that they've been making over the last decade plus. Like you have them dealing with the slow dismantling of the core four. You know, Marner got ran out of town for legitimate and less than legitimate reasons. Matthews, I think Matthews is the only guy from that big vaunted core four who's still there. And it also revealed that the Toronto Maple Leafs are not a team; they're a bunch of individuals. And
I blame the management for that.
Mm-hmm. But then we have the Florida Panthers, who in this case, they were just fucked by injuries.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. And let's see, where did I have the? Let me check something, and I need to move my staff. Where did I have the Toronto Maple Leafs? I had them as a B. What the hell was I thinking? I think my mindset was I figured they'd do well enough to be in the playoffs and then get blown out.
Yeah, so That's pretty much what we all agreed upon during the preseason show.
Mm-hmm. And when it comes to the Panthers, I thought the Panthers were going to run it back. Shows what I know.
Like, let's be frank. Like you said, injuries.
Mm-hmm. Then the Detroit Red Wings, who I had as a C. I figured they'd do okay, but not good enough. Which is more or less what happened. Like they were just they did well, and then April happened and everything turned to shit. And I think we need to start asking some very pointed questions towards Steve Yzerman.
This is let's be honest here. The reason the Senators made the playoffs is the Red Wings' monumental fucking collapse.
Mm-hmm. And we'll get to the Sens in a bit.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to moving into the Metro Division, first off we have another edition of All My Rangers.
Will Dolan never sell the team? No, he won't because he wants to keep. He probably will because he just likes the Knicks now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember during the preseason show, I said, and I quote, you know, the New York Rangers kind of reminds me of Rangers in D&D. They suck.
Yeah, we put them at the bottom. I had no faith that the Rangers were going to do anything, and I was completely right. Of all of the seasons of the Rangers, this was one of them.
I mean, 77 points in 82 games? Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough, buddy.
But then we've got the Devils. You win a lifetime supply of nothing.
But we already had a lifetime supply of nothing.
Because the Devils have been in this perpetual blow it up and rebuild and then rebuild for years. I think this year they were talking about trying to rebuild again, and I'm like, didn't we go through this a few years ago?
Yeah.
And before I forget, when it comes to laughing at the Leafs, let's not forget who their new hire was after they got rid of their old coach. John fucking Chaika.
That's the GM.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
bad. You hired
But
John
you
Chaika
know
as your
what?
GM.
I mean, on one hand, more ammunition for us to meme at Toronto for who knows how many more years to come.
Mm-hmm. On the other hand, everyone in Arizona is looking at you saying, "We tried to warn you."
Maybe, but let's not forget, this is Toronto, probably the most cursed city in all of sports in North America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then we get to the Islanders, who I had them as... Let's see, where did I put them? Oh, I put them at the bottom because I felt that the Islanders were getting better, but they were nowhere near ready.
They
They-
still got some years left in the oven.
Yeah. They got further. They did well, but I think they just got ridiculously lucky this year. I saw some call this year a good step forward. I don't see it.
And let's be frank, if they could effectively maintain probably this level and a better performance over the coming years, then we can discuss if they got real talent or if it was just luck.
Mm-hmm. Then when it comes to the Blue Jackets, I'm not going to shit on you guys. You don't deserve it.
They've had a decent season. It's just like there were a few teams on the bubble that definitely deserve to make the playoffs, but just didn't because points or just a bad streak of games.
Yeah,
The Blue Jackets were among them.
I had them as early playoff exits. They didn't get that far. They were
They
in
were
that category
close.
of
They were close though.
they're in that category of good but not good enough.
Yeah.
The Caps, on the other hand, I'm definitely not gonna shit on you because this is that case of the slow, sad end. Ovi is just running up these. Now that he's gotten the scoring record, there's not a whole lot that Ovi really has to do, and he's gonna be on. I'd imagine he's gonna be on his way out. Like with the they got to 95 points, which is pretty good, but they're in a position where the window has closed, and they're going to need to start making some hard decisions. I mean, it sucks, but you're basically in the spot that the Saints were in a few years ago when Breeze retired.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
The Capitals definitely have a big question. What are we going to do when Ovid decides to hang up their jersey for good this time?
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely going to need to start to build in a team identity once more.
Mm-hmm. But then we shift over to the Western Conference and the Central Division, starting with the Chicago Blackhawks. Playing Chelsea Dagger sounds really good for them right about now.
I mean, 72 points in 82 games, that's just like... I mean, can you suck any harder than that? Don't answer that.
Oh, they lost at losing because they didn't even get the top draft pick.
You're right, they didn't.
But Chicago they could not get anything right. It wasn't a case of bad luck or anything like that. They just failed to get anything going. And you would think with some of the talent that they had that they'd be able to get some momentum, but it just did not happen. But let's see, where did I put the Blackhawks? Oh, I put them at the bottom, so I got that one right at least. Then the Winnipeg Jets, who I had as an early playoff exit. They couldn't even get that. They were swimming at the bottom of the barrel with the Blackhawks. Slightly better, but not nearly enough.
82 points. That's nowhere near playoff ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
See, then the Preds. The Preds they're in that category of good but good enough, but I don't think that tells the whole story because the Preds are a organization that's in management chaos right now. But with the fact that I think they got rid of either their coach or their GM, and they don't have a replacement yet.
And it's not as if the 26-27 season is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm. They're probably going to have somebody as an interim, but it's a case of they don't quite know what their identity is. So unfortunately, once again, they are not too good right now.
Unfortunately.
And it doesn't look like that's going to change anytime soon either.
But then we have the St. Louis Blues. You know, after finally beating their cupless streak for the first time, it feels like nothing has gone right for them since. Yes, championship hangovers are a thing, but it feels like they've still been in championship hangover.
I mean, at this point, you might as well just grab a mallet and try to knock over their hangover out of their system.
Though, I guess at the very least, they're not back to being full on depressing, like they were for decades. That's not even get into the Purina era.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
But over on the Pacific Division, first off, let me check where I had the Preds. So I had the Predators at bottom, so they actually overachieved. As far as the Blues,
a little bit actually. That's
I
good
had
for
them
them.
as good but not good enough. So that was a case of we got it right there. And with the Jets, I had the Jets as an early playoff exit, so I overestimated the Jets. I think the Jets are another one of those teams that you have a bunch of cooks in the kitchen. But then we get to the Pacific Division, and the Vancouver Canucks, who I had as good but not good enough. They couldn't even get that far. Only 58 points.
I mean, on one hand... Go on, Matt.
You fucking suck!
I have seen some argue that the Canucks were tanking. They were not.
That's not tanking. That's just like you weren't led and you decided to take a swim in the Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they weren't deliberately tanking, Monk. They just flat fucking sucked.
And
like, let's be frank, after that double riot, are we really surprised that it was only a matter of time before karma bit him in the ass?
Karma's been biting him in the ass for the riots for years.
Up their ass for years.
No, this is. If there's anybody you can blame on this, it's a lot of management, because you look at the individual pieces that Vancouver has had over the years, and they've had very good players. The problem is management, because Aquilini's probably one of the worst managers in hockey, if not the worst in North American sports. Well, not managers, owners in North American sports, and Rutherford is a fucking idiot. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of Barbecue Bruce, the way he treated him on his way out was completely uncalled for. Like, that is one of those things that gets you on the shit list.
I mean, we're at a point that now I can't help but wonder which city is more cursed, Toronto or Vancouver?
Vancouver.
Toronto is smart enough to work with what they have. They're just dumb. They're just not smart enough to realize, hey, you're supposed to be a team, dumbasses.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Vancouver's just shit.
Mm-hmm. Also, Toronto still has a basketball team.
A good one at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
Yep. But then we have the Calgary Flames, who I had them as good, but not good enough. They couldn't even do that.
77 points. Yeah, like unless you get it to the 90s, like no, forget playoffs.
Yeah, Calgary was just ass. And I think they're in one of those cases where they've got a bunch of albatross contracts that they can't move, and the players on those contracts aren't performing at the level that they were advertised. Which is one of the worst positions to be as a GM. You've got guys you know are shit, but you can't do anything with them because you paid so much on those contracts, and nobody wants to buy them. That is the position Calgary is in, and they're going to be in that hell for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But then we have the Kraken, who... Congratulations, Kraken. You showed signs of improvement this year. You're still shit. You're not even shit. You're mid.
Baby steps, but you're not wrong about their current position.
I did have them as a good but not good enough, and they kind of did that, but they are aggressively average.
And aggressively average is not good enough if you want to win at the hardest trophy in all of sports.
Mm-hmm. But the team that definitely fills the category of good but not good enough, and probably a surprise because I had no faith in them this year at the start, is San Jose. We can blame the Mac for a lot of it. Yep, Macklin very much has emerged as the guy. So I can see why he got the cover treatment for NHL 27.
He's earned it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, indeed he did.
So I'm like, you keep going the route you're going, you will be back in the playoffs, and you won't be screwed over by a stubborn-ass Peter DeBoer this time.
That's always a plus.
But
massive improvement, if you ask me.
I think anybody in San Jose who has a funeral should have the priest wearing Sharks uniforms, so they can be let down one more time.
Well, then why don't you become that priest?
Because I'm a monk. Monks can only be in the position of priests when there's no priest around, and that's usually just for specific rites.
So basically, you're the David Ayers of backup priests. Is that what you're saying? Too soon.
Yes, very much too soon. But
not soon enough. Not soon enough if you hate the Leafs. Hey-oh.
I don't know.
But
you can never hate on the Leafs too much.
But then we have the playoffs. So let's start with the Kings. I'm going to be flat out honest. The Kings did not belong here. They had no business being in the playoffs. I had the Kings as dirt bottom. Is this a case of overachieving or just getting lucky on schedule?
Like they barely managed to squeeze into the wild cards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they got a wild card spot, and then they got swept. I think it was the fact that they had the misfortune of being seeded against a Avalanche squad who wanted blood.
I mean, Colorado has always been a consistent team, so any team going up against them is it's like trying to swim upstream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll give them credit for overachieving, but I don't think they're going to be back next year. But then the Dallas Stars. I'll give them credit for a good fight, but I will take this victory as a Minnesota fan
As well as you
A win
should.
is a win.
because you guys all know the history when it comes to the Dallas Stars and Minnesota.
Mhm.
So I'll congratulate them on letting us break our playoff-less streak. But speaking of teams who didn't belong there, the Utah Mammoth. They
Again,
overachieved.
wild card.
Yeah, they managed to
Wild card,
sneak into a
but-
wild card.
Andre Tourigny.
Hmm.
He could get him to the playoffs, just can't get him to the cup.
Yep. And they put up a better fight than the Kings, but still, they had.
And they're under
Mammoth-
better management. They're just going through the working through the bullshit that is first team syndrome. So
This isn't a case of you had no business being here. This is more a case of you're a few years too early.
earned spot, learn from the experience.
Yep. But then Edmonton. Seriously, what the fuck? You have three of the best players in the league, and you get blown out by Anaheim.
Oh, gentlemen, I have found the folder. It was in a different hard drive. Una momentum per favor.
You have motherfucking Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl on your. Actually, do they have Draisaitl still? I forget. You still have Connor McDavid, who is still one of the best players in the whole league, and you do this.
Here we go. I'll let you load up a second there, Monk.
There you go.
I'm streaming Winamp.
Yep. Go ahead.
I feel like I'm not the only one being blue-balled right now.
Edmonton.
Did I go through?
Oh yeah. And Edmonton, I think you need to. I think you need to start getting your shit together because that contract is going to become those contracts are going to become albatrosses if you don't get something. You were a Stanley Cup finalist not too long ago, and now you're getting blown out in the first round
By Anaheim, of all teams.
Yeah, Anaheim showed signs of improvement, which is saying something. Because once again, I end up doing this every year, where every year it feels like I have no faith in Anaheim. So congratulations on not being complete dog shit like you've been the last few years that I've been doing this series.
That is true.
But shifting over to the other side of the bracket, then we have Boston getting their ass kicked by Buffalo.
Considering how good Buffalo is, the fact that it made it a series is more than enough.
But
yeah,
Boston adding to their illustrious legacy of choking. And it's the boys' club. You get what you pay for.
Indeed it is. For better and for worse.
Then we have the Tampa Bay Lightning. I will give them credit for fighting as hard as they did against Montreal, but I think their window's starting to close.
You get that feeling too, huh?
Yep.
Like, I was watching the rivalry between Tampa Bay and Montreal throughout the entire regular season, and I'm not surprised they went to Game 7, but holy crap, that was a ride.
That was a fun series too.
Oh yeah,
it was.
It's a fun series, but Tampa Bay, you might be in a position where you're going to need to blow it up. If not now, then very soon. I mean, at the very least, you didn't have another case of winning 62 games and then getting blown out by very beatable competition. No, I'm not letting you live that down.
Well, let's be frank, yeah. When it comes to today's conference, it was incredibly tight on who gets to keep first, second, and third position.
Yep. But then we got the Sens, who got swept. I'll give them.
You've just instigated your own mugging. Come on down.
Yeah. So, I'm not gonna. They were a wild card spot, but I'm not gonna say they didn't belong here. I think I had the Sens as a early playoff exit, so.
So yeah, you got it right out the. I'll say this: there was excitement for this series,
Oh
and
yeah.
then the sweep happened.
I don't think anyone could have predicted that we'd see a Carolina Hurricanes team that was just on a warpath, killing everything that they saw.
Yeah, no one saw that one coming.
But then there was the one matchup that I was looking forward to with the biggest bowl of popcorn that I had. Pittsburgh and Philly. AKA,
That was too short.
it was too short, but
Oh,
Boy.
RBs. We got beef, motherfuckers! So I think that had
It
the
was
most fights out of any game, out of any series the whole season.
It was a long time before we actually had some serious beef like that.
Which, look, Pittsburgh and Philly are gonna be beefing forever, and them along with Boston. These are the three that beef with the NHL to keep Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh.
let's put it this way: I have the perfect button. It's a classic, at least for this channel. This series in one button.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt. And you breathe that in, and you can constantly taste the salt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
But shifting back to the other end for the second round, being a fan of sports in Minnesota is endless suffering.
Should I hit the button again?
Nah,
There's no need. If you have to repeat the joke, is it a joke at that point?
Yep.
it's I had no faith that they were gonna go far against Colorado, and I had them as early playoff exits, so I was kind of right. But it was just a case of some bad timings and just things just not going right for Minnesota again. As much as I hate to say it, close but not close enough. And at least we didn't get swept, so we can hang our hats on that at least.
Hey, series one is a series one. That's progress.
Indeed.
Then with Anaheim, losing out to the Knights, I'm pretty sure that was the case of, okay, you overachieved by even getting here and winning against the team that should have kicked your ass. But now you got to go against a real team, and the inevitable happened.
They did manage to score 2 wins against Vegas, so that's gonna count for something.
Again, progress. Sometimes, the losing sucks, but 2 wins against the Western Conference champion, not bad.
For about 4 years, the Ducks were complete ass. So this is definitely progress. In fact, they even said, "I'm getting sick of putting you in the bottom category every year."
And well, guess what? You sort of got your wish.
Yeah. But as far as Buffalo, I had Buffalo as dirt worst. I had no faith in Buffalo at the start, and they vastly exceeded my expectations.
I mean, top of the Eastern, that's very respectable.
That's damn good crow. Little heavy on the humiliation, but still damn good. Crow.
It's just Montreal. What Montreal was ultimately the one who had to win. Somebody had to win that series, and it was the Canadiens. Who
From then on, it was house money for the Habs.
Especially since after that miracle run they had a few years ago, the Habs had been struggling, and well, we'll get to that.
They've been struggling, but they've been slowly but surely rebuilding. And you could definitely make a case of this is definitely further than they should be. They're definitely a little early for what they need, but you could see the fucking potential.
Yep.
This is pretty much a giant preview for the upcoming movie.
Yep. Then the Phillies, who because they got to the second round, they did exceed my expectations because I had them as bottom bitches. I don't think you can blame me given their history the last 5 years. And look, they did well, but the problem was, again, you're up against a team who was out for blood. And because of that, you basically had everything pretty much wiped clean, like, well, a hurricane ran through. Because I think they expended all of their energy on their battles against Pittsburgh and had no energy for Carolina. And the problem is, Carolina was like, we're coming for that cup, and if you get in the way, we will personally introduce you to the ground.
And they were also coming in fresh as well.
But then, shifting back to the Western Conference Finals, Colorado was doing well, and then they go up against Vegas and get swept.
When they strap me in the chair, please let them know the murder was just.
It was indeed a murder.
Yep.
It
was
a murder. Colorado was just completely out of gas by the time they got to the finals. And I think with some of their key players, they were out on injury by that point, so they had no chance. And on the other hand, I'll give the Habs credit. They won a game, so it wasn't a complete ass kicking.
We kicked their ass in game one, and that was the kind of game that should have been played for the entire series. Again, it's a little early for the Habs, and you just get the feeling they just flat ran out of gas.
And tactics. They were running on empty after the game one versus the Carolina.
That they played their one card they could play, and that's it. They need to strengthen their defense. Hopefully they've done that. They need to tell people, say, hey, you gotta fight, kids.
Well, if that's the case, Maddie, after this is done, I'm gonna recommend you a podcast I'd listen to there, who keeps the tabs on all the ins and outs of what's going on there with Montreal.
But then we get to the finals, and I feel like a lot of people on the betting side of things were betting on Vegas winning another cup. Vegas seems to have morphed into the villain of the league. Mostly, and I'd say a large amount of that is because they keep throwing money at players instead of developing talent.
Well, they also in part became the villain because considering that if Florida, the Panthers actually made it in, they would have been the villains because no one wants the return of the evil empire.
I'd say in hockey, it's hard to have that kind of evil empire because just getting there is tough. Getting to the finals is tougher. Getting to both more on back-to-back years, let alone more than that, is even tougher. We haven't had I don't think we've had a three-peat in decades, if ever. Like, I think you'd have to go way back, and obviously if there were back-to-back-to-back champions during the original 6 era, I'm not counting that.
No, during the original 6, like again, it was just 6 teams.
But now, first off, I'm not going to try and do Hurricanes, man, because I'm recovering from a cold at the time we're recording this. I am not going to blow my
coming to our games.
Keep coming to our games.
The brass bonanza has become a silver bonanza, and I'd say the big reason for it is we have the difference between an actual team and a collection of individuals. The only time Vegas has ever felt like a team was the Misfits. And pretty much all but a handful of the Misfits have been traded off.
Or retired.
Or fired because Vegas is fucking stone cold like that.
Yeah, it's a case where they want to put all their chips on the table, and if not, nothing happens. On the other hand, need to remind you all who they picked as their head coach for this.
Oh no! There's
John
no.
Tortorella.
Yep, the reincarnation of Mike Keenan.
Honestly,
I'm amazed we
Tortorella.
didn't bring up the Oilers hiring fucking Babcock.
Everybody in Toronto was looking at Edmonton going, "We warned you.
Yep.
We tried telling you that this guy's an asshole dinosaur." And look, the reason why I say Tortorella is the reincarnation of Mike Keenan is Tortorella is very good at getting immediate results. But the problem is his abrasiveness pisses everyone off and usually ends with him getting run out of town. Again.
Start the clock in this case.
After the press conference, I'm like, he's out of here by next season. Although it does bring the question of who's going to coach if he gets run out. But no matter who won this, Toronto still lost. Because 1 year after getting run out of town due to a very ugly divorce between Mitch Marner and not just the Leafs organization but the city of Toronto, he ends up going to the Knights and getting to the Stanley Cup Finals, which he never did as a Leaf. Which is
Improvement.
Which I remember when I saw that, I was like, a guy that the Leafs ran off and ends up being a Stanley Cup finalist. Sorry. Why does that sound so familiar?
There's a hot dog eater that moved to Pittsburgh and stuffing things.
Oh yeah, and there's also those blown draft picks that turned into Stanley Cup contenders, like the one that turned into Tuukka Rask.
Yeah.
The curse of Ballard continues.
Sorry, folks. I did say I was getting over a cold.
There's a lot of curses in just this sport alone, let alone all of them.
Yeah. But
Hey, Mildred, you're muted.
Probably sneezing his head off again.
Sorry about that, folks. I did say getting over a cold. through the worst of it, but sometimes it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, whenever I get a cold, I know, shocker, even we hydras get a cold, I always find the leaking nose to be the worst part, not the sneezing.
It's the congestion.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. And we are back. Sorry about my little coughing fit. I did say I was getting over a cold, but that doesn't mean I'm completely over it. Just mostly over it. At least the worst part of it. But
just mostly over it.
We've all been there.
So obviously we are coming off of the draft. And it's looking like Toronto got the #1 pick, and they end up getting McKenna, which, Okay, you've got a very good player you could build around. Don't fuck it up.
Let's see how they fuck it up.
There. Let me. The Sharks got picked 2 and got Ivar Stenberg, who's a pretty good winger. The Canucks got Caleb Malhotra at center, which I'm not sure if center was a need for them, but I think the problem with the Canucks is that their need is everywhere.
Yeah, you could pick a name, they wouldn't need it. So it's not great, not bad. It is what it is.
Daxton Rudolph went to the Sabres, which, okay, not bad.
I mean, 4th pick, and they were at the top of the Eastern. That's definitely some powerful negotiation.
Yep. The Rangers got Albert Smits. Which, okay, not bad. The Flames got Carson Karls. Which, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 5 defensive picks in a row in the first round. Like Daxton Rudolph, Albert Smits, Carson Karls, and Chase Reed, but to the Kraken. All D's. And I'm thinking, was defense really a problem for those teams?
No, but it's not a problem you want to have eventually. So I could see the logic behind just getting some good defense.
Yep. The Jets picked Vigo Boric at pick 8, which is fair. During that one big playoff push that the Jets had a few years ago, they lost a lot of their team to free agency, and they've been trying to rebuild since. Pick 9 went again to the Sharks, and they ended up getting Keaton Verhoef, another D, and Wyatt Cullen over to the Predators. Finally, somebody who's not a center or a defenseman. But yeah, there were a lot of centers and defensemen in the draft this year that ended up getting picked. But also a fair few players out of Sweden, which is fair. And a lot of goaltenders. This draft had the most goaltenders since the 7-round format was adopted post lockout.
Yeah.
With 32. The only drafts that had bigger ones were 93, 2001, 2004, 2002, and 2000. With 36, 34, 33, 33, and 32 respectively. Although I do wonder who would be the Mr. Irrelevant.
We're just gonna have to wait and see.
Well, you know what Mr. Irrelevant is when it comes to drafts, right?
Yeah. I take it's probably tied to the name.
No, it's whoever. If you are the dead last draft pick, you are given the title of Mr. Irrelevant.
It's mostly in football because it's number 256, but it's the same. It's about the same.
In this case, it was It's Tyler Dekos who was picked who was picked 32nd in round 7 and picked by the Canadiens. But I think what's going to be interesting coming out of this is first off, some teams are already doing bad and are going to be even worse. And not because of the fault of the team itself, but because of management. I'm looking right at you, Toronto. And for the longest time, there have been certain people who have had conspiracy theories about why we haven't had many Canadian teams in the latter stages of the playoffs. With, of course, some trying to say it's Bettman trying to conspire against Canada, which would make no damn sense. It's like there's no conspiracy.
But all the sense in the fucking world.
Unfortunately, Occam's razor exists, and it's the case of you have to actually be good. You have to actually be a good enough team to get to the finals in order to do that.
And we at least know at least two to three Canadian teams that were dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically, we only have a many teams up north of the border to begin with, and now we have to divvy up what few do we have, and by taking out the ones that sucks.
I also think some people got a bit of a big head during the COVID year, where all the Canadian teams were playing in a northern division. Which, dear Lord, I'm glad the division format from the COVID years didn't stick. Oh, that would have been incredibly lopsided. But at the time, I was thinking, okay, are some of these teams actually, because the Leafs were doing well in that year, and I'm like, are you guys actually good, or is it a case where everybody else is just shit?
It's a coin flip at that point.
Yeah.
Like in college when ACC football has their champion who thinks they're hot shit, and then they end up going up against real teams from the Big Ten. Same principle. Or anytime Notre Dame thinks that they're hot shit.
Yeah.
Look, because they got snubbed this year, they ended up rage quitting over any bowls, so of course I'm going to be mocking them over that.
Fuck around and find out.
Good old Fafo.
Mm-hmm. But with that said, I will be back with a bit of a surprise interview tomorrow, and I think by then any lingering effects of the summer cold that I've been under for the last few days will be more or less taken care of. As you know how it goes, you can take all the medicine in the world and get over a cold in a week, or take none of it and get over a cold in 7 days.
Potato.
Mm-hmm. And I will be back with the Valley of the Judge later this week, of course. And given one thing that dropped on my lap, there might be a couple other surprises as well. So keep an eye out for that. But until then, on behalf of the good brothers present and not present, my name is Mildra. I am your gaming monk. Stay fucking frosty, everybody.